Hello everyone, I'm Amari and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I had to split last time's episode into two because I've just played way too long. But we have a few things to do. I still need to get my reality check from this rich lady, and this game is much deeper and actually much more dense than I thought it would be. Like, it doesn't seem like there's much dead space anywhere. It's just, there's so much rich lore around, and I can't wait for the game to really open up the more I explore. So let's get back into the game. I had a white check with Lena. What was it for though? Anyways, where is it? Get a reality lowdown. How do I do that? I thought I talked to her a lot. Okay, let's focus because last time I was kind of rushing.
What can I help you with?
Okay, let's go. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
We're on an archipelago. Look around.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Le Caillou.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while Le Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth largest island in the world. It is not an archipelago.
I thought Le Caillou was one big island.
Okay, if you want to get technical. The point is, we're all on islands here, and sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another, especially when you're in a hurry to resolve a strike.
Okay, still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
How does she know?
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Yes, I do.
Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather more info on this boat of hers.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Oh. What kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Eel's hips.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
That's sarcasm, right? Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act. A law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Damn it. Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on. Go in for the kill. Let's try it.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Yeah, exactly.
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
He doesn't look like he thinks you're the best in her single combat. Well, you know, I've been shameless this whole time, straight to the point, so that's what I'm doing.
What does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? 33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
Fire back quick. It's the eel's heels.
Your synapses flesh.
Ooh. Ooh. This house was built before the revolution. Funny I don't see any other eel's heel. Yeah. Funny I don't see any other eel's heels around.
You mean eel's hips?
Oh.
But point taken. I am a bourgeois woman, and this is my fast, light, interminably bourgeois boat.
I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
She takes a sip of her thermal cup. What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating
The
something.
information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Ooh, he skirted my name.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? Well, my lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, the city, nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
Really?
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Serious?
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Ooh, 42%. She has sympathy for my amnesia. So let's see, 42% is just slightly below half. Might work. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
Feelings
Damn it.
will guide the way.
But madame, I need to know about this lynching. It's very important to me. It's the case I'm solving.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You have so much help. I only have this. Spread your hands. This is the entirety of my existence.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
The boat, for example, and a home somewhere. I only have this case.
Officer.
All right. This case is what I will be known by.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
Why?
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Do I know where it is?
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madame.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism
Oh,
again.
communism. Again? What do you mean
Yes,
again?
you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
I just said no to fascism. Now I'm like... love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism.
Oh,
Word
but
on
I
the
don't
street
want
is
that.
it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings.
How
Is
come
that right?
there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie.
I did?
Eat the rich. Sodomize the landowners. Impale all people
Did
who
I
have
say
more
those
than
things?
25 real in their pocket. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs.
I
That kind of
haven't
stuff.
said anything like that.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will
God.
devour and masticate mankind.
I'm not down with this.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or
Oh,
do we
God.
get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
I don't do failure, though.
Of course you do. You are failure.
I do failure.
You are
I am.
communism.
He sees right through
Absolutely
me.
vanquished, beaten, curb stomped, shat on. While everyone else is out partying, having a callous laugh, you will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class.
That's how much money they
city
have?
blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
Right.
Now get to work, comrade.
It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then.
This
Tell the
communism.
working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. No objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone knows this. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one?
No one.
There's no one. Okay then, lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Goodbye, communism. Oh, I gotta talk to Kim.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
Though Lieutenant's voice is hushed, it's so quiet. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, we're her henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Oh, we did.
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
Ooh. The company must have ears on the ground. She could have known about my condition. No, but she had sympathy. We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
It is?
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
The company must have more ears in the ground. She could have known about my condition. I mean, there's
I wouldn't go that far. Her
Oh.
reaction did come off as sincere to
Yeah,
me.
same.
I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all.
Would you propose that we don't investigate the drug trafficking then?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate.
Okay.
Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I
Okay.
propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay, I agree with you. Let's get back to her then. Did I get my reality lowdown? Not yet. Okay, let's see.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I've got some questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality?
Oh, it's locked.
My favorite part of the day.
Okay.
Go ahead. Ask me anything.
What are you?
What I am not is a basic term of reality.
She smiles.
There may be a way to get her speaking about herself at some later juncture.
Okay, what is this? Spread your
A
hands.
bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Keep guessing.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
Are you saying I'm ruined?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Ah! This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up at the crumbling facade.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
Oh, I forgot about that lady there. From a dilapidated balcony, a young girl in odd clothes gives Joyce the evil eye, a red paintbrush held to her throat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Wonderful.
What's that? Point to Cindy the skull.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Okay, now explain the same thing, but to a child. No, I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't.
Oh.
That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
Really? I like disco. I feel like a lot of people like disco. I think I may be part of an infraculture.
And what would that be?
Disco.
I can see that, yes. I dabbled in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory. Nothing infra about disco, baby.
Your disco?
Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me.
The new?
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now.
She raises an eyebrow at you. Alright, sounds fun. I can't remember a single thing.
Wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps.
Ooh,
right now,
go back to the
it
mirror.
would derail the reality lowdown.
I need the reality lowdown, though. What's the RCM
Nothing
again?
more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
He's being sarcastic.
Are we?
We are.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is...
We've done this
The
yesterday.
RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts. 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm basically Yeah, I'm basically a thrall to foreign interests.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
She leans in.
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
And why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yeah, you correct her, Kim.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Back those basic terms of reality, then.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
I think this is it. What is, like, this is the reality check, and I failed it. It's locked for today. It's a white check, so we can come back to it. It was just...
Glad to have been of assistance.
All right,
A little that I know.
Tell me about this
Anything
alleged
else?
drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
I just need you to give me a lowdown, to be honest.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
All right. What proof do you have that the Union is involved,
How
though?
do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
True.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However...
She pauses, looking at to the sea.
This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
A cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock, in the traffic you hear the clinking of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin. Or is it just your teeth chattering in the cold?
Shiver. Fucking misery.
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories in South Safre, Sigai, and Sinyao. The literage they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Mototract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Okay. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Yeah, there is.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
All right, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We'll take this case, probe the driver, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
I'm just adding more to my list.
Or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She said she'll give me Union secrets, so it might help. So I'm invested in doing this. Thank you, that's all for now. Few more days, eh? Okay, I need to find more bottles. I want to talk to this lady. What's this? Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. I talked to this girl.
Hey! Up here, Piggo! The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type.
Yes, actually.
The last time I was tested for Hep C.
Hep, yeah. When were you last tested?
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man-o'-war.
Despite the attitude, she puts the brush aside.
A brush?
Ew.
An artist? The red splatter is urban expressionism.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief.
She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully towards Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat.
Hatred? Disgust? It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
You mean Joyce?
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Why all the negativity?
Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
Hey, what are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos. with a wall-sized invitation.
So you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When
No.
faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely
Classic.
see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
I have opinion on this one. Hear it?
Yeah?
While love public art, don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
Yeah, just make us look good.
She means the opposite.
Oh, do you know anything about this recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
I just gave her like a little go ahead and vandalize. She's not gonna tell me anything?
There is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Catch you later,
Watch
Cindy.
your back, ungulate. You've got...
Ugh, I don't like... Half the people here are just so freaking hostile. I'm getting more and more distracted. The graffito says, a firing squad for the rich. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez the Realty Associates. I cannot read.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Rub your sides for
A
warmth.
former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
Her
Is
face.
red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty.
Finished thought. Interesting. The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Someone has torn down the wall. Old grocery list on the table and checks.
What happened here?
This looks so sad.
Put your emotions aside.
What the hell?
Try to focus on abstract, impersonal things.
Fine, you can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
There's always a little something in the fridge.
Indeed.
Okay. It wasn't much. Can't believe I felt morally hurt by just stating that it is sad. Apartment 8, there are mailboxes overflowing. I need more magnesium, man. Postcard, Boogie Street 46. It's locked. Money. I don't need that money right now. I
You hear
need
someone
magnesium.
walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Wait, let's talk to the lady. I was avoiding her. I don't know why.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom. Her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing. Red spots appear on her cheeks.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
She's gonna keel over and die in front of me. The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
What was so funny about that?
No idea.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Who are you, cleaning lady?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom. That's weird.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed
The
apartment?
hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind.
Oh.
All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They
Okay.
probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I heard someone walking inside.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response.
Okay, thanks, I'm off. I need more money. Oh gosh, I've picked up a lot of quests. How many have I done? Okay, I've done quite a number. I mean, they're not completed. I'm sure those are like, you've made progress. Not really done.
You hear someone walk. The walking
Knock.
stops abruptly.
Knock
a
again.
poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
The steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Did you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
I'm just curious.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Then open the door so I can verify your identity.
Oh, come on.
There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
Well, that was easy.
Super
That
easy.
was smart.
The lieutenant says, nodding towards the unlocking door. See? Me smart. What are these? There's money in the shoes. Alright, I'll go in there in a moment. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. Okay, let's go in here. Let's save. Check your closet. Black monk straps. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. I just got that. Looks like a fine mattress. Don't be ridiculous. You can hear it swarming with bugs. A blister pack of medicine peeks out the box. You should take it. I will take it. Hypnogamma. 3 morale. Hell yeah.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
She jingles a set of keys in her hand.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20, at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Sure, inspect it.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Nice haircut. Hand back the passport.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
Wait, what happened?
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny.
It couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable.
Ugh.
I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
Can I tell her that I also don't have much money? My money has also disappeared, I think.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
Aw, so wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable.
Oh.
Both.
That's all, thank you.
Of course.
She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Well, we got something out of it. I got stuff. Let's see if we can go in this apartment.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
I do have those. Oops. Hell yeah.
This door has been closed with a
Yeah,
padlock.
use chain cutters to cut through the
chalk-drawn
padlock.
number on the board says, the shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
I don't know why I'm breaking in here, to be honest. I'm just doing things. This is the nicest place. A flamboyant poster of a white star, real lithography. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory and the monstrosity of capital and such. Where's my thought? Thought bubble. Did my thought bubble disappear? Oh, there it is. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. A bullet. Ooh, a lounge jacket. I'm gonna wear it.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Karamazov. Karamazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov
11.
is
Why'd you say
considered the
9?
father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Why does this tenant have a bust of Karamazov in their
The
bedroom?
White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Oh. Get it. Let's wear his nice jacket. Sorry. Jacket. Oh, yeah. What does it give me? Conceptualization, sure. Why not? Oh, wait. I have shoes. Modes of taxation, but my green boots. Love my green boots. I look terrible now. I'm like too many different colors. I look like I'm wearing a lab suit.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Look out, Kim. There are communists around here.
I'll keep my armistice handy, detective.
He doesn't actually reach for his gun.
Inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down, though?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order.
Oh my gosh.
Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world.
Why
And that's
white?
because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Right. There's so much to explore in this building, and I have... Oh, there's another balcony exit. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. What's this? What is that? Glasses? Oh, hell yeah. +1 logic. Yo. I'm looking cooler and cooler every day. I'll go out into the balcony in a moment. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. An old shoe rack, boot sneakers, and old slippers. Wait, I saw that there was an exit here. If I'm correct, it goes back into that courtyard? It does, okay. 2 entrances. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Those shoes? Could be 3 different people living there. What is this? A bathroom? Moss crawls on the bathroom tiles. Actual moss. Ah! More magnesium. And what is this? Alcohol? Alcohol Commodore Red. The shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Money. Okay, I need 20 real to pay for tonight. Apartment 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. Okay, time for us to go to the balcony. Oh, we're at this balcony. There's a different balcony though. Hold on, I want to see the other balcony first. Sorry, I'm doing like a lot of exploration. I really need money though. At least I've been picking up bottles. So with the bottles I've been picking up, hopefully it's enough to pay what's his name. But I have to do 20 real a day. Kind of stressful. Plastic tear.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
Form a guess about what happened.
A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Taking the
The
ocean.
waves of the Martinez Inlet rolled over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscured the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean.
Look at the ruins in the water.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. Underwater, iron helmets have sunk deep into the sand and the mud. Helmets of soldiers, and their finger bones too, and clavicles, littering the ocean floor.
Who did this
A
damage?
fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
Hey Kim, do you know who shelled our city?
The Coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
Time to go, finish thought. I need more bottles to tar. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on. Then I'll talk to that lady. Door's locked, you can't get in. The chair's new, someone lives back there. How did Kim get through?
Yes?
See? How did he get in there? Alright, let's talk to this lady. She seems like such a pill, to be honest. I need water. Where does this lead? Whoa, is this where she's living? I'm gonna snoop before I talk to her. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy? Probably. Enough coal to last several winter smells of chemicals. 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate, the rats of the city. Ew. Jorts? Oh, I'm getting closer to 20. Okay. Come on, I gotta wear these jorts. What do my pants give me? They give me savoir-faire? Minus savoir-faire. I just want to see what they... Oh, they're not jorts. I thought because they look cut off. They're both minus reaction speed or minus savoir-faire. Minus reaction speed, I guess. Yeah.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something. Soft, yet crinkly.
Take the item out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur-le-Clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
It's gonna end up killing me, I have a feeling. Apricot chewing gum wrapper. Okay, let's interact
There
with
it
it.
is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient temple.
Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Whatever petrochemical byproducts they used to create this artificial flavor have bonded tightly to the wrapper. Or is that just your memory filling the gaps? Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive.
Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
End of summer. What the hell
The
does
sun
that mean?
sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
I have no idea. Put the wrapper away. Some things just happen in this game and I have no idea. No clue. It's just meant to be like, it happened.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is she gonna set this apartment on fire?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
Is that government fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
You'd better hand it over.
Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hands?
Is that bed in the coal room yours then?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
The inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets. It's too calm right now.
Really, you're a miner? I don't think she's a miner.
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. But somehow, it never happens.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
Cool, I have other questions.
Shoot, Piggy.
It's
It's what you do, isn't it?
catch you later. I don't actually have any questions for you. Let's go back, go to the other balcony. Explored a lot in this area. And then we can take this exit here. Wait, where was the balcony exit? Here. And then head back to the lorries. Oh no, I need to get money first. Ugh. It's such a crawl to get money. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Let's go over here. What's this? Could I go here? Nope. Just a door, nothing for you here right now.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think
Oh,
our
right,
best
in the
chance to catch
evening.
him is in the evening. We
Okay.
should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you
The
mean?
smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right?
Wait,
You
but
might
why
know
not today?
something about the murder.
Why not
So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Why tomorrow? Why not today?
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Fine, sounds good. Tomorrow 9 p.m.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28.
Don't forget that.
Good.
Tomorrow 9 p.m. Tomorrow 9
Damn.
p.m.
Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember.
Tomorrow.
He's probably gone for today.
Tomorrow 9 p.m. Tomorrow 9 p.m. I'm gonna forget it. This door is apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This door to apartment 30. Voices from within singing along to some buoyant dance track. Okay, that's it. Okay then. Tomorrow 9 p.m. I wonder how much money I have now. I should go to the convenience store. Martinez Waterfront. Oh, we could do the Lena's. Lena, Himdal. Where's this one? At the bookstore. The Mirror. The Hanged Man. I failed to check on the Hanged Man? Bookstore. Himdal. Let's go try and do some of the white checks, since they refresh like every day.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks.
Ah, yeah,
featuring
pain
an
threshold.
extremely muscular,
Do any of the books
sword-wielding
call out to me?
barbarian on the nothing of interest.
Alright. So that one I didn't pass. Let's see if I can pass the whatever the check was on the Hanged Man. I do feel like Kuno just needs like a good role model.
The man before you is
Oh,
naked, but for a
right.
pair of underpants and white
Who
boots.
are you?
His
Tell
skin
me.
is marbled with decaying veins. I'm gone.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker.
Oh.
And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Cobbo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Imagination.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Love questions.
I do.
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions.
Here you go, you loony.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
Okay, I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately.
You might be onto something there.
I think I am. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring. I don't want to tell him that. Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself.
Wait, I know.
Of course.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Do
A
you?
child born with Muller's disease, Harlequinism, grown up
Harlequinism?
miraculously.
A baby affected with Harlequinism.
You sure I got out of that one, Coppellini. Come back later, Cop.
Oh, investigate apartment 10 for the cleaning lady. I forgot to check that. We can go do that. Apartment 10. Apartment 10! God damn it. Oh. I had a thought bubble and I ignored it. Apartment 10. I don't know where apartment 10 is though. Oh, can I... Oh, I missed that check, I think. Apartment 10. Is this apartment 10? Which one was apartment 10? Girl, I don't know which one was apartment 10.
Give me a moment.
Oh, I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants. That was apartment 10.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
I'm sure the apartment will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow.
Yes. Well, I hope they're good people.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Okay, thanks, I'm off. Alright, we completed something. Fabulous. Like, I feel like because I'm exploring and I don't know my way around, we're gonna have like a slow start to accomplishing tasks. But as I familiarize myself with the area, and like, you know, I start meeting everyone, talking to everyone, we're gonna start banging out the quests pretty quickly after a while. The book is titled Man from Hyundel and the Wildfire. Yeah, but I need to pass that pain threshold. What did I want to pass? Oh yeah, just in case I can't afford a room later, which I think I will because I have 20 real. Let's do the mirror. I just look terrible in what I'm wearing. I look like I'm trying to be a doctor. I didn't know that I could do the mirror again. Why would I do the mirror again, though? What happened here? What's this? Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Sorry, Kim, I didn't have time to clean up.
The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor.
Oh, could I recycle my own bottles?
Where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
This is where the magic happens.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
Well, crimes against myself anyway.
I have no idea what that means.
He looks towards the exit longingly. Poor guy. Oh, I can't pick up my own bottles? Come on. Take... Oh, there I can. How about this one? No? Okay. Oh, but no. Don't talk to Kim. Nope. Kim, leave. Look at me cleaning up my place. That's a bottle. How come I can't get it? There's a bottle. Goodness, I've had quite a significant amount to drink. Alright, let's look in this mirror again.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Oh, I can use chain cutters to fix the faucet, stop steam from fogging up the mirror.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Probably. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
It belongs in the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, Free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style.
Yeah.
But more importantly, disco happened.
Disco.
Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million.
Guillaume.
If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it.
Oh.
Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did.
Probably did.
Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
All right. Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations?
Not really.
Oh.
OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
How long ago was the
There
new?
is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world
It's
now.
a relic.
The expression is a relic.
I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily
that-
in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit. Don't sometimes
All right.
you like to add finger pistols to the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
Like
unlike
that.
Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
I don't want this to happen. Let the mirror be for now. I'm happy with the expression. Oh, it went into my done. White Morning. Guillaume de Million. What does this do? Apricot chewing gum. I will read through these and kind of like try to guess what it does. Let us go sell our bottles, see how much I made from it. If I made something. And then talk to some lorry drivers. I want to talk to this guy again. I know I could talk to the dock workers. Haven't even gone there yet.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Insert your bottles.
Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Yes, I have
and the
enough
money
to sleep
appears
tonight.
with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
3 real? I feel like I did so much to only get 3 real. Alright. I look crazy. Whatever I'm wearing right now is pretty nutty. Let's talk to the racist again.
Something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
You said something about the rights and privileges of lorry men.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
Hold on, what's a carter?
Someone with a cart.
Oh.
What did you think it was?
No.
That's how deep into history our thing reaches. Before machines.
And that's a privilege?
Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient. Very prestigious.
So it's a kind of union?
Hell no.
Oh.
It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck him right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter.
Gotta smoke?
No.
Oh. You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
So I take it... Wait, he could be smuggling drugs. Oh, but he seems to do it, like, not do it for principled reasons. I mean, from racism. He is not a drug smuggler because racism. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez.
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
You may be a racist, but he's not a drug smuggler. Don't know if
So
that
you're
makes me feel
telling us
better.
that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still hanging out around here for? Most other camionneurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Oh, no one to talk about racism with.
If
So
they were getting
sad.
drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
If you all were at the whirling, how you know it was Kips who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that it's the kips who do all the stealing
Is
around
Kips
here?
like
That's not
another
rocket science,
racist
man.
thing? If not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a
Oh
scam.
god.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's
He's
that?
a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
The lorryman lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humor.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Silang a visit then.
Guess so.
Okay, we're done. Okay. Let's inspect these lorries then. Maybe this guy will know.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man.
Got any smokes
What's on
on
your
you?
mind? Nope. Don't smoke.
He nods towards the big lorry behind him.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around.
I need to
waiting
get
for
my
the
hands
jam
on
to disperse.
cigarettes.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
Guess I'll ask around
You
then.
could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's.
You seem like a
Never
man
shows
who knows
weird.
about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me.
Oh.
There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
let me be straight with you. I'm trying to find out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from
I
the
don't know why I
harbor
trust this
to
guy.
load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, then why are you still hanging around?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith? This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
I don't think he's lying either. He's a poet. Oh, I can hit him with... Okay, understand. Okay, he's a poet. Hit him with your best verse.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty
let's go.
corner. It starts like...
A mare's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
He's transfixed by your words, where graspingly you partake of a shifting identity never your own.
Dang, that's some great shit.
We're bonding
you
over
came up with that yourself.
Over this. I'm just a vessel for the muse.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
I think the words are mine, yes. Wait, I think that may be an actual quote. No. No, I feel like those are my words, yes.
Fucking hey! Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
Yeah. Hey man, cops are human too.
Yeah. I guess I owe you an apology for thinking otherwise. And again, great shit.
He gives you a thumbs up.
You found some common ground with this
Hell
man.
yeah.
Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Okay, I'll remember. That's all for now. Bye. Dope.
Why does art inspire you so much?
It does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic.
I do.
With that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
Ooh. I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
I love this. Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it. Opt in.
Exactly. It's
Yes.
not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists.
The
and
derivative
writers of the
artists.
world. Go ahead and provide savage
Oh, this speaks to
criticisms,
me.
art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Hell yeah. Ooh, I can actual art degree. Can't even look at this. Or I want to internalize it, but I'm still internalizing White Morning, which is taking forever. Is there anything down this way? Nope. All right. This one. Oh gosh, there's a lot here. A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. What's this one?
An old monument stands in the
Oh, it's
middle
the
of the
horseback
traffic island,
thing.
pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What indentations? What do I see?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet?
Oh, someone shot it.
Someone shot him in the heart.
Interesting. Lieutenant, has someone shot the king? Point to the indentation.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
What do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
It's a king and he shot. I think it was political.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
Oh, I can go ask about my gun as well because I have enough morale.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Okay, what did this king do?
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries
I don't know.
ago?
Encyclopedia, you've been telling me everything.
High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to you.
Alright. What's in here? Money? Ooh, a white tank top. I like my Heimdall shirt. Ruins, full of snow, no one lives here anymore. What's in here? Okay. Why can't I walk here? Who are you?
The small, wrinkled woman does not
Female
greet you.
driver.
She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail.
She's
to
on
reach
something, isn't she? Snap your fingers in front of her face.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you jolted her back to reality. I was actually thinking you could tell me that.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Where else could you be?
Back in Methka, during the time of the
Methka.
revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
Who is Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
Gabriel. She shows you the photo in the lavish amber frame. Take a
A
look.
strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy.
God.
What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world? The present?
I don't know, sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there.
Oh, you were there.
Roman. It was
You were
early
astral
spring.
projecting.
And the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Right, I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not,
Okay, what are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds? Really?
Of course not.
Oh.
But wouldn't it be marvelous if
Okay,
I was?
but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago.
Okay, what if your
Besides,
cargo is contraband,
I don't drive
though?
the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. Then it's contraband, lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos's bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Can I inspect her stuff? You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, lawman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
Where can I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
What is it that I want to ask you if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs?
why would I want to do that?
For commerce, the lifeblood of the Isolas?
Lawman, what in the name of God are you talking about?
Okay, let me put it another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lawman?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Lawman, obviously.
Oh. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that.
Diamonds are good for you, Lawman. You
Are
should
they?
try them sometime.
Wait.
Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
If I had to guess, who do you think is... If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
But I trust
Also,
him.
he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting
Where
here?
do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree.
I don't know who's smuggling drugs anymore, but it's not my poet friend.
I can
He
just
liked my
relax and
rhymes.
let my mind carry me back very well to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Meskin.
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle.
I do.
You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
Yeah, I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do, though?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000
Really?
steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby.
I do.
Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them.
Talking
You bring in the
about-
Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
A cop and a sprinter and a money printer? Yeah, and there's then there's pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy. I guess, yeah, no, I guess I've made some gills. Sure, yeah.
Sure. And has it been easy?
No.
Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest?
I almost did.
Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die.
Ride or die, yeah,
Are
every
you
day.
rich?
No, I'm not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
Because fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Gino's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket. Stealing from
The
you
government.
every time you buy,
The man.
sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
The man is just pushing me
Our taxes
down.
almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol.
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? It just seems like an obscene amount. Can I opt in, but only a little, because I do like money. I do want it. Okay, I'll opt in a little.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
I won't. 98% though, come on. Who else is here? At the lorries. A foreign car kept in good condition. Are these the dock workers? Oh, money. Lorries probably stored fuel here, now they store booze. These are the dock workers, aren't they? Oh, his book opened. Yeah, that looks like a union guy. Oh.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Who drives these?
Not many people outside of Grad. And Revachol West, too, it appears.
Hey Kim, check this
The
out.
Stash Ryko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white. The colors of the Stars Ryko.
What happened last time, Kim?
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Zhimsk migrants saw a Stash Ryko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot. They said it was an honor killing. Hussar
Oh my
style.
god.
The Zhimsk community protested to trial,
the color?
flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Who are the Zymis community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
What'd they sentence the killers to?
4 years for murder in Reunion.
That's not
The
that
pups
long.
were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
That's not
The
enough
prisons
time.
in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain.
Kim,
The
could our
longer the
hang...
sentence,
Sorry.
the larger the cost.
Kim, could our hangman have been the driver of this car?
Could it be another Stash Ryko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
Aw, why not? Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job.
Yes, detective?
They should have left it baby blue.
You sure you're not Jimsk?
Oh. He shares a smile with you only for a second.
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
Cute. I wonder... Yeah, there was nothing else here. Well, I guess I could start talking to the dock workers. I can't find a way to inspect these lorries. It must be one of these two smuggling. I can't inspect their goods. Where is it? Interrogate the drivers. There are 3 drivers. Oh, there's one more. It must be this guy. Okay. I've been recording for a while, so we'll end this episode here, and I think it's this one. I think this is the last driver that we're going to interrogate. Oh. Oh no, it's this one, isn't it? Gosh, I don't know who it could be, so I will sleep on it. Not sleep on it. I will go get coffee, and I will think on it, and I will decide which one it was. I wonder if I can arrest them? I don't know. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take care.